Hello, I'm Dr. Preeti Ojha, working as a principal in Delhi International School, Dwarka, New Delhi, India. The most essential component organically in a human is the kind of emotions that we explore and we respond. The response of the emotion is essentially the behavior that is showcased to various other people who we interact with. Now, when we say we get angry, but some get more angry. When we say some get sad, but some of them get sad more than the rest. So, intensity of an emotion can vary, but how to respond to that emotion is something that we, as a educationist, teacher, leader, parent, have to guide and support our children to respond. So, when we talk about various kinds of emotions, when children used to come to school physically, the half of the time they were mostly talking and thinking about what happened in the school. But still, majorly, there was a huge baggage of emotion they used to get from home. Now, when during this COVID time, children have been at home for more than 1.5 years, the emotional baggage within them must have increased for sure. Why? Because they didn't have a peer or a member with whom they can vent it out. Somebody who will not be judgmental, somebody who would not react the same way as they are demonstrating through their behavior, and somebody who can relate to it, more than only letting them know what's right and wrong, because children sometimes need that space only to be heard. They don't need any answer, and so is for with us. We also sometimes need people to hear us rather than giving their suggestion or letting us know what is right or wrong. End of the day, we all know what is right, what is wrong, but children have to identify the kind of emotion they're responding to, and they have to be guided in a very subtle and democratic manner, where they do not listen to a lot of don'ts, and they try to learn it more by practicing a format which I usually call as emotional kit that one should have, where what kind of an emotion the child is going through is one thing that one has to understand as a parent or a guide, and then realize the parameter of it, whether it can be ignored, whether it should be heard, whether it should be you should interact with the child, interpret, or you should let them speak as much as they want to speak about it, and then allow yourself to step in with their permission, and also let them know if they behave in a particular manner which is not appropriate, then what are the kind of disturbances they are bringing to the others around them, and also let them realize it by rewarding them when they have not done something or not behaved in a very good manner where it was not expected earlier. So rewarding will also help them, talking to them will help them, calming them down with what could have been the result of it can also help a lot. And there is a lot of support and guidance required from the parents during this time. And most important, but most of us forget and usually are not able to speak and tell their children, is allow them to understand that they need to observe you, because you become a model to them while a particular situation comes to you. For example, the milk got boiled and it fell on the gas stove. So how does the family react to it? One is that if they react, what is the emotion that you're going through, and then what are you demonstrating after that? That entire process is also observed by the child, who's looking at you from a different perspective, which you and me may not even realize that they're observing us. But this is how it works. So, you not reacting in a format which is upsetting to anybody will help them to realize, okay, you need to be calm, you need to first resolve what has happened, and then you need to see how to refill what has got wasted, and then reflect on what can be done next time that it doesn't happen. So once again, after obviously we keep doing this chore every day. So in case the milk is boiling again, what is the kind of thought and a process that you have kept will also again be observed by the child. You may not see them looking at you, but somewhere while playing they'll look at you, somewhere while doing something they'll see whether you're running inside or you're standing there only near the gas. They'll come and ask you that why are you standing, and then you tell them that it fell last time and I think I've learned that this is what I have to do, and various other formats that can help them. So I think it is all that how you model and you practice, and you have to really participate with the children in various formats of communication where they realize that emotions are supposed to be felt and they are supposed to be enjoyed, but the response to that emotion, that is the behavior, is essential to be guided and kept appropriate. Thank you.